What's going on, YouTube family? It's Jimmy C. I want to do something a little different. These are basically, I don't have that many Golden Age books, so I wanted to give a shout out, to the people who love the Golden Age. These are the two books I have. I have a few other Golden Age, but these are my two coolest ones in my opinion. I got a quick comic haul. I went to a comic book shop in North Jersey on a whim by accident, but I'll get to that. But look, my personal problems, I think it's issue number 1. Actually, I'm not sure. And Comic Confidential. My personal problems I got for free. I bought a couple of books from a guy off eBay, I don't know, like a year ago. And this expired, and I asked him about it, and he just threw it in for nothing. And the Comic Confidential I paid like 10-15 bucks for, which I probably overpaid. But it's just cool, nostalgia wise. Look, you got Dick Tracy, you got something about Superman, it's EC, it's pre everything. But so it's a funny story. So if you guys remember my last video, I went to go see a guy and I got the 2 Star Wars books and the X-Men 129. So the only reason I went to this comic store, 2 days ago, well, Friday, yesterday, is because I actually was on the GW, the George Washington Bridge, and I was on the phone, and I actually didn't get, I made a wrong turn. I didn't get on the turnpike, so I was on Route 4. For most of you, you don't even know what I'm talking about, but, so anyway, I'm like, fuck, I'm going the wrong way. And I said, oh, you know what, not for nothing, let me pass by this comic shop I go to once in a while. So I went, and I'm looking through the guy's stuff, he knows, I flip books and this and that, and so he lets me go behind his counter and look at his wall books and shit. And the guy who I went to go pick up the Star Wars books from actually walks in about 20 minutes after I'm there. So it was what a coincidence. It was crazy. So we actually went for a few drinks and lunch afterwards. But anyway, this comic book dealer, he's a nice guy, but he knows. My friend John, he's a full-blown comic book dealer, and he knows this, and he knows I'm friends with him, and he knows I'm not a dealer, but I buy and I flip and stuff, and I will spend a lot of money if the price is right. So me and John, we were gonna spend $1,000, but he wouldn't budge on his price on certain books because there has to be meat on the bone. We're coming in there to get stuff at a good price. Yes, he can't give it away, but comic book stores, they make a killing on stuff that they get in trade. Anyway, long story short, we were going to spend $1,000, but because he wouldn't come down on his prices, we wound up spending, I spent $55 and my friend John spent $125. But we were both ready to spend $1,000 because we went through stuff with him, and we're I was going to pay X amount and John was going to pay X amount, and it would have came to $1,000. He would have made $1,000 off us in an hour, and he didn't do it. So if there's not, you got to remove emotion if you love books, but you got to remove the emotion if you're looking to flip them and make money. And he wouldn't come to the price. So all right, I'm rambling enough. So this is what I bought. So I bought Karnak #1. This was just I like the character. I actually tried to buy this original art cover. I contacted the guy on Twitter, and he doesn't sell his artwork at all, through a dealer or anything. And I wrote him nicely, hey, I really like your cover. Is there any way I can buy it? Do you sell it or you have a dealer? And he just writes back, response no. Instead of oh, I appreciate you liking my stuff. No, I don't really sell. He just wrote back no. So it's the guy who did the Hawkeye with, the Remender cover. So, I mean, he didn't cross me, but F that guy. You could write back more than no. Sorry for the shaking camera, but I'm mixing it up. Anyway, so I got that. I got this. It's, it's a key Thanos copy of, Avengers. I got 2 copies of this. This is first appearance of Microchip. So if anyone wants to play a little pinball action speculation, Microchip is Punisher's right-hand man. He does all of, he gets all his weapons and makes all his gadgets. So it's a dollar book. Even this guy had these marked at $6 each, and I'm like, bro, I'll give you $5 for 2 of them. They're dollar bin fodder, and like, he was like mad to do that, and he's like, oh, ask my son, and then his son is like, you know, whatever, and he's like, I don't know, ask my father. I said, listen, I'm not playing pinball action. I just spent a little money. My friend just spent this money. I want you $2 books I want these dollar books for $5. I'm paying you more than I should. And long story short, he gave in. He gave it to me 2 for $5, but he wanted $6 for each of them, which he's smoking hashish. So like, you know, like, anyway, you know, I don't mean to be bitter, but you know what? Like, if you have guys who you know are like flippers and comic dealers, and they will come in and spend like $500 to $1,000 at a clip, you should give them more of a break than you give a regular guy who just comes in to buy like 2 or 3, you know, regular comics. And the guy is not really like, you know, he doesn't really give a deal. So like, yes, he's retired and he don't care and this and that, but you know what, you know, you're in the business to make money, any business. So anyway, let me continue. So I grabbed this nice bondage issue. It was like $5. I grabbed this. This is a beautiful cover, and I thought I slipped one past the goalie, but the staple's fucked up. So that's why he's so, and it was still $5. But you know, if I knew the staple was so messed up, I wouldn't have bought it. And it's got a big dog ear right there. And then I bought this also. You know, I have one already, but you know, this is a nicer copy. This is about a VF minus, First Gladiator. But, you know, I spent like $55, and he gave me $5 off, and he was like, for $2 books, he was like bullshitting. So, like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not bitching, but I'm just trying to show you guys, like, you know, you got to do the right thing, you know. You know, I've spent a lot of money with this guy before, like, and all of a sudden, every book I show him now, because he knows, like, I flip books, if he has a price on it, every book I bring him, he will look it up no matter what. Like the Punisher book, Punisher #4. He had to go look it up because I pulled it. If a regular guy walked in that store and pulled out that book, he would just charge him whatever it was. But because I did it, so like that's profiling actually. So you know, I should call the ACLU on this ass. But anyway, all right, that's Jimmy C bitchin'. But like that's what I got. Not for nothing, I'm not going to go back to that store unless, like, my car breaks down and I'm in the area. Otherwise, you know, screw that shit. You know, that honey hole is picked. So, the rest of the video... So, I was just going through my stuff. I found this, Thunder Strike. It's beat, you know, it's beat up. It's number 8. But look what I found in there. I don't know if this means anything. Where is it? I thought it was right in the first page. Oh, look. So it has this. I don't know if this means anything. Introducing Marvel Master Prints. So if you have a good copy of this, does this mean like it's worth even more? I don't know. Whatever. I rely on the YouTube community with their knowledge. And then last but not least, you know, most of the new books, I don't buy them. I download them and read them. But I was going through my stuff, and I'm going to read this because they're all beat to death and they look interesting. I'm assuming it's the Wrecker because it's a crowbar to Ben Grimm's face. So I'm going to read that. Look at the tear. And some Hulk action. Hulk Abomination. These are books I had from when I'm little. Like, I'm just blowing out boxes and looking through stuff. Look at that glare. That is the Super Skrull. I remember when I'm little. And then last but not least, two softcover books. Like anything Galactus I love. Because like, you know, like I'm into the original artwork and I'm trying to find some like Galactus pieces and they're very hard to find. And when you do find them, they are big money. So anyway, long story short, I found, you know, my friend gave me these 2 Galactus books to read, Hercules. But anyway, that's Jimmy C signing off. And last but not least, I probably alluded to this, but like, I remember somebody asked a question, you like long or short videos? A few long videos I will watch. I hate commitment. And you can tell in life, like, I hate commitment so much, I won't even nail a picture on a wall. As you can see, I lean the pictures. I will lean a picture on a wall, but just because there's no commitment. And even with the artwork, look. The artwork's over there. It's leaning against the wall just because I can pick up and go. And that's about it. And you know what? Last but not least, I'll leave you guys with a joke. What is it's a Super Nintendo joke. What is Mario's favorite thing to wear? Super Mario. Bum bum bum. Give up. Denim, denim, denim. And that's it. I'm out. Try the veal. Have a good night.